And welcome to the new Monstrosity. I believe it's Ectia legs, because the legs are still the best, GPO2 torso, Kshatriya arms, and I think Dual Gundam's backpack. So I'm going to be trying a bunch of stuff this round. But yeah, I went with like light blue, I think it's like optical camo. Yes, and I've got the bazooka and Death Scythe Hell Customs beam scissors, so a bunch of new stuff I wanted to try out. Half the fun of this is trying different weapon types. And the beam scissors works pretty well. I'm also back to Earthshaker because I have not mastered any special techniques except this axe one, which I forget exactly what it's called. I think it's like Tomahawk Screw, something slightly awkward like that. But it's fantastic. And Mega something mode? Okay, well, I think that's my SD support skill, basically. And it's a missile barrage, and it's relatively powerful. And yeah, so trying out new stuff. I like the stuff. I forget what kind of bazooka I'm using. I think it's a Rick-DS clay bazooka. Oh, Rick-DS Orkyaki Shiki. Just got some blue Johnny Raiden arms. But yeah, it's one of those two things, and not the atomic bazooka yet, but I will. And yeah, the double triangle combo is really great. It ends in a launcher, so you can, until you hit a wall, basically you can juggle someone indefinitely. It was dual arms I got there? Or maybe it was Sheridan. But either way... And there's a green part over there, which I think I'm going to make a beeline for before I... No, I'm just going to move in, but I think I collected it. And got a green Zaku machine gun for my trouble. And tried the one problem with the SD support skill, if that's what I think it is very linear, so you can end up just firing at nothing if you're not careful. Oh no, he didn't get caught on the edge. I used the Tomahawk Screw on him. And that did the trick. Yeah, pretty good part breakage with the beam scissors too, which makes sense. And a bunch of parts up against this wall, all of which are now collected. And made it up before I ran out of boost. Current setup has a pretty good boost gauge. I'm happy with that. I do want to add new parts to this when I can, but we'll see what happens. And I think that is a Pale Rider that I'm trying to knock the super armor off of. Got an arm on it. Both my standard EXs are available when I want them. That's a pretty good grouping, so yep, there we go. Okay, that's just great. I really enjoy that move. That is fun. I like fun. Obviously I do, or I wouldn't be playing this. And managed to land pretty squarely on it with Earthshaker. If I'm not mistaken, the best angle for Earthshaker is not like a head-on collision, but just like hitting the ground next to it, because it counts as basically as hitting it and taking damage from the impact. So I know there's a trick to using Earthshaker effectively, or at least there used to be. I don't know if there still is. Pale Rider body in rare. And let's see, Dom leg. So more spinning. I'm spinning in the wrong direction. I think that was Robota I was trying to spin at, and that's no good. And got that Pale Rider. Got that thing, which probably was a Pale Rider? I don't know. Let's see, there's a white speck on the radar, which means a box, so that's the first order of business, obviously. I do like getting model kit parts and plastic in those instead of health, because, I mean, health is great and all, but there's so many ways to heal yourself that you're hopefully not going to need that. Also, I think something I equipped must have improved my option part stock, because I've got 21 heals now instead of 20. I'm fine with that. The joy of not quite knowing what's going on. I could easily see myself getting this for myself in English one day and playing through it again. I really enjoy it. I've got a friend who has never really done Gundam except for build fighters, and I keep trying to get him into this game. I think he'll get there eventually. I think he did just get a PS4, so... But I'll just have to determine if there is, like, an official Tryon 3 in here, or if you can just make one with custom bits. Because if you can play Tryon 3, that's like his big thing, because he is into, like, Super Robots and Brave big time. And yeah, he really loves that. And who can blame him? That was just... well, it's like if you have a fight that is pretty much a foregone conclusion to, you know, the plot of the show, that it has to go a specific way, what do? You bring a veteran super robot animator like Masami Obari in and let him blow the doors off the place. That is how it works. Because, yeah, there's some gorgeous animation in that. Obari's also the one who did the first Gundam Build Fighters Battlelog episode. And let's talk about that for a minute, because I don't believe I have before. It's okay. I don't mind it. The animation is really nice. And, of course, my friend who only knows Build Fighters, I had to explain to him exactly why Amuro Ray turned into Ribbons Allmark, or was it vice versa? I forget now. Either way, I had to explain that. But, and for those of you who don't know, it's because Amuro and Ribbons share a voice actor in Japanese. But no, the only thing I'm not super fond of is, it's the first time I can remember that they did not get Shuichi Ikeda to play Char in a Japanese Gundam thing. Because I think, you know, even there are places where, you know, I believe this actor, in fact, plays young Char in Gundam The Origin, I was told. But the match is not good. Just nobody quite plays that part like Ikeda does. And again, I think I've said this before, but I realized a long time ago that it's, you know, I don't know Japanese. I can't judge the quality of the voice acting. It just sounds... Certain voices just sound neat, for lack of a better term. And it's not so much that I think the voice acting is good, it's that I don't know the language well enough to know when it's bad. And, I mean, there's a certain, you know, emotional content that does come through that you can tell, you know, something's being done. But in terms of, like, details or nuance, no. I'd be kidding myself to pretend that I knew enough about voices or voice acting to say that these are, like, these people are legit good. I think they are. And they certainly work enough, but just, like I said, for me it's just a sound thing. Some of those voices sound really cool, and that's the most I can rightfully say. But if I've talked about these subjects before, I apologize. Like I said, it's still not well. Having trouble with the thinky thing. Oh, blue beam saber, not bad. Seeing that's a Johnny Raiden Gelgoog with a cannon backpack, and there's enemy players approaching. So let's see whom I'm about to smite. Oh, that's a nice one. I like it. Looks like a Nobel head. Probably some gun archer parts in there. Yeah, probably just Nobel and gun archer, because those are like the two main mobile suits that I can think of that are designed to look feminine in appearance. And yeah, so yeah, probably mostly those. There's probably more that I'm forgetting. I'm just not sure if they'd be in this game. I mean, I know there have been some in various books and things, but I don't know if I don't know if they would appear in here. But let's see. Yep. Bazookas. I haven't tried my funnels yet. I don't know if I do that today or on a subsequent video, but I can see why everyone, you know, goes towards a funnel build, because funnels are fun. Oh, did I see a purple? I did see a purple, and it was a purple of beam ribbon, speaking of Nobel parts. And hacking away at this person. Oh, is that... Is Gabflea parts? Is there a Gabflea in here? I've probably forgotten. I've probably seen it before, even in like Breaker 2, and forgotten entirely. Heard the scratching noise. A mosquito got in here the other day and ate me up. So, just been fun in general lately. Oh well. But yeah, got that. Got the G hammer, which I don't remember if that's the Gundam hammer shortened, or if that's like a specific model of hammer weapon. Might be the weird like hammered gun thing that one of the I think the Gundam X mobile suit has that. Man, I can't remember anything today. But spinning is great. Nice view here of the mountains. You don't really get a good chance to look at these stages while you're fighting in them, because you're kind of, focusing on where's the thing I want to be pressing square and triangle at. Well, something dropped rares. HG Beam Saber, nothing spectacular, but it might be of use yet. Let's see. And of course, as Zala pointed out to me, it's another thing that is kind of Borderlands-like, is that they give you a higher rarity of items when multiplayer is happening. So the next time I play solo, it is not going to be a case where I get all these wonderful things. So I'll have at least gotten a chance to build things up here. And whose midsection is that? Looks like a ground type or a Mark II, or... It's kind of hard to tell from a distance. Oh, there's what came in anyway. Looks like... More Cherubim Gundams? Yeah. And more spinning. I'm good at that. The kick totally missed, but I got a green rarity Cherubim torso. I could knock this dude's legs off, he'd be done, but I can't, so... I keep forgetting that 30X is there, probably because it is linear. I mean, I did at least turn to face them a little bit, but it's a little bit slow. And more spinning because their super armor is down right now, and let's not waste that. And they're dead, so hey. A couple more enemies around, but they're small fry. That is a Mark II. And... Pardon the noise, shifting the mic from one hand to the other, because this hand's getting tired from clutching it for so long. Let's see, I've got another Earth Shaker, but it probably wouldn't hit, and I probably don't need it anyway, so I'll probably just... Nope, I'll spin. Oh, let's face it, you've got a chance to spin. Okay, so... HasCon, Hasbro's like big convention, sort of a replacement for BotCon, sort of not, was this weekend, and... I'd say mostly on the sort of not side. The things that it does have are exclusives, and it has exclusives, and it has a Hasbro panel where they show off a bunch of new and upcoming toys. And in terms of similarities to BotCon, that's about it. There are a lot of us, I think, for which those were like the most interesting parts of BotCon, so that's a good thing. People I talked to who went seemed to have a fun time, so it's definitely more a like brand expo kind of deal than a fan convention, from what I heard. But for those who want a fan convention, there's TFCon in DC in about 2 weeks, which yeah, thought I might get to go to, but no, I am just flat broke. So. Don't need to be going to cons anytime soon. Which is a shame, because I mean it's in DC, it's relatively close to me. But such is life. I'm complaining a lot today. I blame the sickness, because I actually, could be a lot worse. I again, really grateful that people actually that the Angel of Death actually got me this game to play. And I enjoy it a lot, and I'm looking forward to getting back to it. This time being what it is, I haven't had a chance in about a week, so... Time to go again soon. And especially probably to make more use of this spinny thing, because I like this spinny thing. Okay, and there's Mark II coming at me, but the SD support move made short work of that. And yes, that is if you use the binder option on your sub-weapons. That is wonderful. I love it. Here's something to be good and positive about. Yeah, binders, tapping the button will make you, spin with whirling beam sabers, basically. Holding it will make you twirl and fire your the cannons. And oh man, that is great. And here are the funnels, and they do a pretty nice job. They basically have a timer. Of course, they take longer to recharge if you let them redline, but if you remember to recall them, they can recharge a little quicker. I have not entirely figured out how they work. I think holding the button unleashes all your funnels, tapping might get one or two, and then holding the button after funnels are deployed will recall them. There's probably more to it than that, and if you have more specifics on how they work, please let me know. Oh cool, Build Burning Gundam purple, I think it was backpack. Of course, the Build Burning Gundam's backpack is like nothing. It's barely there, but what the heck. It is a part that fills a slot that will have stats, so... Ah, a box. I'm stuck on the landscape. There we go. And as I mentioned before, if you see any just standing around, probably because Zala and I were talking about something and trying to decide if it was time to move forward or not. So, let's see. We're healed. Good to go. Zala's in a jinx this time. And I think it's time to move on. Yeah, just waiting to see if he's ready. He's ready, so we'll hit it eventually. Yeah, like I said, just talking, just making sure we're good. And there we go. I still like the control diagram on the loading screen and how the buttons light up when you press them. That's just really attractive. And here we are out in the ice. And caught in the middle of Zala's beam. Managed to get a hit in without knocking it out. Blue Destiny 3 arms. And Dom arms. And spinning things to death. So many parts. I think I already ran the episode where I actually ran out of time on the counter looking through all the parts. If not, it'll be coming up soon. It may even be this one. But yeah, there's just so many. And... was that funnels I just used? No, it was something else. I'm not sure which something else, but... Oh, I think I've got Dual Gundam Assault Shroud's backpack, I think, and I was using that. Maybe? I don't remember. But I remember someone did let me know that, again, tapping and holding give you different functions of that backpack, so... It might be an Assault Shroud I'm using. I don't know. Let's see. Got that one. That Mark II is just sitting there. Good time to be using my SD support skill. And a lot of juggling. And more juggling. I forget what the green bar actually is. I know there's a gold bar that's super armor that prevents, juggling and recoil. But I forget what the green bar is. And we've got some form of Hazel. I'm not sure. I think it's the Advanced Hazel. Yeah, that's what it says. There's 2 or 3 flavors of Advanced Hazel, but redlined my binders. I think you can still use the sabers while they're redlined, but I'm just trying to get some shots in. I should be spinning, but... And there's Mammoth Gundams here too, because why should anything be easy? I could have grabbed it, but I think I decided to fight on foot just because I figured it was more interesting. Ah, green Advanced Hazel arms, various other body parts for it. Got funnels out, they're funneling. And I haven't done a lot of spinning yet, so I'll have to get to that in a minute. Man, one of the Hazel's legs was gone. I wish I could have found it and downstabbed it, but oh well. And That one's dead, though. Ah, there we go. And pardon me if you hear music in the background, but they're playing music in the next room and it's kind of leaking through, so hopefully it's not too loud, and it'll probably be difficult to hear at best once I mix in the game audio, which I can't hear right now because I have my speakers turned down, so you don't get like tremendous feedback or you know, off-time sounds or whatever, because that would just be annoying. Hit it with a kick. And almost. Come on. And there's one more. And I think... Oh yeah, I hit it with the support skill. I hit it with funnels. I'm hitting it with basically everything. And just kick that Dom because it was there. Wanted to get rid of all the supplementals before I spun this to death anyway. Oh man, yeah, that spin move just made short work of super armor. That's great. And down stab. Got that. And that is probably... Yeah, this is probably the one where I run out of time because... Oh man, they give you like 4 or 5 minutes to go through the whole thing, and yeah, I take them. So I'll just go through as briefly as I can and show off some of what I got. Learned new type destroyer. I think I got Banshee parts. Or no, Unicorn parts. Mastered Earthshaker. Got Multi-Blast, the first Bazooka EX. And let's see, weapons. Beam Sabers, that is a Victory, not a Turn A Beam Saber. Yeah, you can tell by the fan thing. Below that, and as usual, I'm keeping like the highest level of the standard rarity and then the fancy ones. Heat Hawk, Beam Ribbon, G-Hammer. Yeah, that's the Gundam Double X one, which is... It's not a gun, like I half misremembered, but it is. It's got a weird handle. More Beam Ribbons, more G-Hammers. And... a bunch more G-Hammers. Yeah, you can see as how this is going to take a while, because there's just tons of it. And, let's see, one high-level melee hand. Brawling hand, probably the best way to put it. Blue Destiny 3 rifle. Ground-type Gundam beam rifle. Which wasn't a very high level. I think that's, yeah, Infinite Justice's rifle. GN Sniper Rifle 2, Cherubim Gundam's weapon, or Cherubim, excuse me, according to the katakana. Keep the level 9, keep the blue, sell the rest. Now that I know there's a faster way to do this, it'll be a little bit easier next time, but did not know at the time. Yeah, so square is keep, and then triangle is sell the leftovers, which did not realize until somebody pointed it out, so... Let's see, Advanced Hazel Beam Rifles, which is kind of a snub-nosed version of the Mark II. Gelgug Rocket Launcher. And, yeah, I always liked that beam gun design. Tall Geese 3 head, level 7, blue rarity. Blue Destiny 3, Advanced Hazel. 2 Cherubim Gundams. Zaku Kai. Oh, interesting. High Mobility Zaku Kai. Very interesting. Blue Destiny 2, Advanced Hazel, Nobel Gundam, Tall Geese 3 again, and 2 more Cherubins. And to be totally honest, apologies for calling it here, but my voice is giving out, and I don't want to get a sore throat to go with this cold, so we will see you guys on Thursday, hopefully.